Hi and welcome to another GC Mysteries video, where this time we are looking at strange UK missing persons cases. Okay, so for those of you that have been keeping up to date with the channel, last night we did one on disappearances in the United States, and today we are doing one on disappearances in the United Kingdom, or at least of people from the United Kingdom. Now, just a bit on the UK. It's a small country to those looking in, but to those of us that live in the UK, it's quite a big country. It has many parts, a lot of rural and a lot of cities and towns, and really a lot of places that are out in the middle of nowhere. So although the United Kingdom is a small country comparatively to other countries, to those of us that are from the UK and live in the UK, it's quite a big country and makes these disappearances all the more stranger. Number one on the list is Ben Needham. Right, so the first on the list is Ben Needham, who disappeared on the 24th of July 1991, and he was 21 months old. Now, he didn't actually disappear in the UK, he disappeared on the Greek island of Kos. However, his parents and he are from the United Kingdom. Now, initial searches failed to locate him, and he was believed to have been kidnapped. Despite numerous claims of sightings of Ben, his whereabouts to this day remain unknown. Now, in October 2012, South Yorkshire Police began to follow a line of inquiry which suggested that Ben had been accidentally killed and buried in a mound of rubble by an excavator driver working in a field adjoining the house where he was last seen. Extensive excavations of the rubble was undertaken by both British and Greek police, and one item of particular interest to the police was a dinky toy car which they hoped to recover. However, to this day, Ben is still missing and has been for an agonising 29 years, 8 months and 10 days. So if you know anything about his disappearance or his whereabouts, please contact the Greek or South Yorkshire Police to let them know. Number two on the list is Sarah Payne. Second on our list is Sarah Payne, who disappeared on the evening of the 1st of July 2000 from a cornfield near the home of her grandfather, Terence Payne, and his second wife, Leslie, in Kingston Gorse, West Sussex. Now, Sarah had been out playing with her two brothers, both aged 13 and 11 at the time, and her younger sister, who was 5 years old. Now, Sarah disappeared and unfortunately was the victim of a high-profile abduction and murder in West Sussex. She was abducted and murdered by a man called Roy Whiting, who was convicted in December 2001 and sentenced to life imprisonment. Her cause of death is suspected strangulation, suffocation, or a combination of both. So she certainly suffered when she was murdered. Now, unfortunately, the minimum term on his case was 40 years, which means he will at some point in the future get out, but for now is where he deserves to be, which is behind bars. Number 3 on this unfortunate list is Andrew Gosden. So number 3 on our list is Andrew Gosden, who disappeared from central London on the 14th of September 2007, aged just 14 years old. Now, on that day, Andrew had left his home in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, after withdrawing £200 from his bank account and bought a one-way ticket to London from Doncaster station. He was last seen on CCTV leaving King's Cross station, and despite numerous national appeals for information in the years following his disappearance, Gosden's reason for travelling to London that day and his subsequent fate have never been established. Up to now, Andrew has been missing for 13 years, 6 months and 19 days, and on the day that he went missing was actually meant to be at school, but waited until the rest of his household had left the home, went back, got changed into a slip-knot t-shirt and jeans, and then disappeared seemingly without a trace. You wonder how someone so young can disappear in the CCTV capital of the UK, but he did and hasn't been seen since. If you know anything, please contact the police. Number 4 to pop up on our list is Ruth Wilson. Okay, so Ruth Wilson is a British teenager from Betchworth near Dorking in Surrey, England, who disappeared on the 27th of November 1995. She was aged 16 at the time of her disappearance and had what seemed to be a normal home life. On the day of her disappearance, her parents left early for work, leaving Ruth and her sister Jenny to catch the school bus. At the last moment, Ruth told Jenny that she wasn't going with her on the bus, although Jenny wasn't surprised as Ruth was into the 6th form and didn't always come in for the whole day. She was surprised that she left it so late to tell her before the arrival of the bus. Now, shortly after Jenny left the school, a man called Will Kennedy, who it seems was Ruth's ex-boyfriend, appeared with his car and offered Ruth a lift, although she declined, saying she would meet up later. Ruth didn't attend school that day at all, and instead at 11:30 took a taxi into Dorking. Now, it seems that after she ordered flowers for her stepmother, she disappeared without a trace. So if you know anything about her disappearance, please contact the police. So number 5 and the last on our list is Damien. Okay, so the last on our list is Damien Vernon, who disappeared from his home in Bridlington on the 8th of December 2014 when he was heading to Sheffield to buy a new car. However, he never reached Sheffield and has not yet been found despite extensive searches by police and family members. His family reported him missing on the 9th of December 2014, and at the time of his disappearance he was 32 years old. The last sighting of Damien was him walking down an alleyway on an estate in Wakefield, and a body was found but has not yet been identified to be that of Mr. Vernon. The police have spoke to over 200 people about his disappearance and carried out searches of the alleged route that Damien took on the day that he disappeared, along with reviewing hundreds of hours of CCTV and a search of a 35-mile stretch of the River Calder. Now, there is no suggestion that criminal activity led to Damien's disappearance, and police say they are keeping an open mind. If you know anything about Damien's disappearance, whereabouts, or anything that you think is too small, it might help police work out what happened, so please contact Humberside. Thank you for watching this GC Mysteries video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and click the notification bell. If you can, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/GC Mysteries. See us on Facebook and Twitter, GC Mysteries, and bye bye for now.